I committed a crime. But this one is unique. You see, it's a different kind. There's no need for repentance. Committing this crime is different because it's the kind when you do your time but you can never serve a sentence. I said it's the kind when you do your time but you can never serve a sentence. You see, my crime left me silent. Ever so violent, I repeated this crime in the silence. I saw it all coming, but they didn't. The worst thing about this crime is that nobody knows you did it. I committed love. All because I was just foolish enough to try modeling what I was receiving from above. I was the one that when push came to shove, I let things escalate and I reached for my gun. I know what you're thinking. Why'd you do it? You're so dumb. But I ran out of options. Something had to be done. It was the wrong place at the wrong time. And apparently I was the wrong one. I'm sorry for ever being there. What really sucks, and what's really not fair is I fell. And that gun that I had raised flew into the air and landed right in front of them. And I fired them with care. I am a man of abuse. All because when I ask you, how are you doing, I say those words honestly. But that's an offense to you, obviously, because no matter how much love I show people, I still get ignored. I was the one that you liked at first, but then you got bored because I don't know all those stupid songs they know. And unlike them, I actually try to encourage you when you can't fight anymore. And if that's not bad enough, I won't let you hide from me. I'll search and I'll search until I find who you truly are, and then I'll beat you with honesty, and then I use my sharp concern to try to pierce your heart constantly, and then I'll wrap you up and make sure my love chokes you. Try to fight past anyone that you ever spoke to, constantly stealing those thoughts that made you contemplate suicide and tells you that you're supposed to. And every single time that I approach you, I'll do so with love. Come try me and I'll show you. You see, my biggest crime is that I love people that I'm not even close to. You see, I will come to you with fully open arms without an apology. So I'm forever charged with armed robbery, serving a life sentence for killing you with kindness, showing you that I appreciate you with no ulterior motives behind it, knowing that you lost your way and that you're struggling to find it, constantly putting myself in a position of vulnerability just to help you find it. Committing these crimes only bring harm to yourself, but I don't mind it. So don't you dare tell me that I have a right to remain silent. I don't need to be reminded. I just don't mind doing the time, because when my heart was broken, I lost my mind. I know a guy that helped me find it. You have to understand, I haven't always been this violent. Me, I'm plain. I'm so plain. I just have a radical pilot, constantly in his presence. So you see, the crimes that I commit today are simply a product of my environment. I was caught trying to smuggle love across the borders of your hearts. Possession of an illegal drug, and what's worse, I tried to sell it. Knowing full well that I fail the moment that I start, knowing full well that you won't accept it. But if you think I'm bad now, wait until I get my crimes perfected. I will continue to prey on those that are weak, wounded, and neglected. I will continue to smile at you until you either learn to love it or respect it, because this isn't about me. This is about teaching you a lesson. But I have to tell you the truth. Yes, it's true, I have a confession. I'm just a small-time criminal, but the one I answer to. This is his profession. And he told me that I better not dare stop what I'm doing because it's going on my record. You see, I'm not mad. I'm just bad enough to keep on going when I'm a felon. Because that's what criminals of my kind do. You see, my OG told me to keep on doing it, so I'm sorry. I'm not apologizing because I'm going to stop. I'm apologizing because I'm going to keep on doing it. You see, I committed love. Because I was just foolish enough to try modeling what I was receiving from above. I listened to a man that showed me things that I'd never seen before. A man that was left bruised and scarred. I should have known better. Because whatever he did must have been wrong. But no matter how many times I tried to ignore him and walk away, he never left me alone. He began to tell me stories. Stories of the crimes he committed. Crimes that were so strong that by the time anybody even noticed what he did, he was gone. And he began to tell me that if I listened to him, in this world, I'll be a criminal. In this world, I'll be wrong, but wrong as I am, I'll be forever in his arms. And I began to tell him that I wasn't prepared to do the time, and that it sounded way too hard. And I told him that I'm nothing like him because I can't do these kind of things on my own. And then he told me that like my gang, where I'm weak, he'll be strong. And then he swore to do more than just be my mentor. You see, he swore to do more than be my shield and sword. He swore to do more than just invade my mind. He swore to be my partner in crime. And what's more is he swore that if I were to ever be caught and get persecuted, he would take the fall.
Yes.
And do my time. Just so I can continue to be a criminal of the rarest kind.